Yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer.
Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker. And I got something I think that's rather special inside this Pelican case. I don't think this is the only knife. I think I've had one other knife that came in a Pelican case, but this one here, I would have to say, this is probably one of my only safe queens. I have such a hard time carrying this. Despite its design, this is designed to be a tactical knife, believe it or not. It's supposed to, cut and bash, and it does a whole lot of things, but it is so damn pretty. Man, I have such a hard time carrying this knife, and I swore when I first started knife collecting that I would not get any knives that were safe queens, and I used the hell out of all my knives. I had an Umlums on early on, and I beat the hell out of that thing, and I just had some pretty high-end knives that I kind of lucked out into, and I beat the hell out of them, and I've had such a hard time keeping something in its case. This isn't one of them. Now, this one here happens to be a Dan Sullivan DBK V2 or Diamondback version 2. I'm not sure why they call it Diamondback. Could be these standoffs. I've not been able to find anywhere why they call it the Diamondback. As a matter of fact, I looked on Dan Sullivan's website, and it doesn't even have the DB V2 anymore. So this must be a little bit older of a design of his. And Dan Sullivan of DSK Tactical Knives down in the States there, he is an ex-Marine who, in order to, I think, he was having some pretty rough time. And I think blacksmithing, he taught himself blacksmithing and knife making in order to just basically, I think, survive. And man, oh man, this guy has got some talent. Now, this particular knife right here is not just a Dan Sullivan DSK DBV2. Say that fast 5 times. This one happens to be a Rotten Regrind customization by John Sorensen of Rotten Designs. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you look at something like this, like the Evo, which we'll do a comparison here right away. But this happens to be the nicest knife that I own, and the knife that I have such a hard time carrying. I'll carry it around the house here, and I'll cut some very, very small things with it. But I'm having such a hard time taking this out into the world because it is so damn nice, and it is absolutely perfect. All right, so let's kind of get rid of some of the stuff here. Let's have a look here. So here's the original certificate of authenticity. It is a model DBV2. The steel happens to be CPM 154. The handle is tie blast, and the theme is called chatter holes. And you can see here that it looks like he's kind of put some holes inside there, some speed bumps or some speed holes. And there's a little bit of a pattern on each individual one of them, almost like the drill bit was chattering a little bit. So I can, that's probably why. Here's Mr. Sullivan's card here. So if you want to get yourself one of these, contact him. There's his contact information here, right here too as well. So, and then of course, because it was a custom, it's got I'm not going to sure what you call that, a zircotie or what, but it's a custom clip on it. It's a mini layered clip. Here's the original here with the little bit of standoffs. And then we've also got a tactical badge here that's still in its wrapper that's Velcroed onto your pack. So let's kind of put this stuff away, and we'll give you an idea of kind of what the real world size is. I love this knife so much. Now, if any of you guys are familiar here with the Evo, this here was designed by John Sorensen, the Evo, and this is absolutely one of my favorite knives. It's Evo. I think this is a 3.0 version, but it's micarta, and I dyed it purple, and I call it the Highway Star. And points for you if you can tell why it's the Highway Star. I'm going to say it anyways, because Highway Star is a great song by a band called Deep Purple, and it's purple. That's why I call it that. And then here is another side-by-side with another latest acquisition here. Happens to be a dual titanium XM18 Bowie, and you can see that this is a very big knife. I mean, all 3 of these knives are all way above 5 ounces, and they're all really quite large knives. And and this one here has got some wicked, wicked slabs of titanium on here. Let's kind of go over some of the some of the numbers on this one here. 8.5 inches total overall length, 3.6-inch blade here, with a blade thickness of 0.19 inches, which is basically 5 millimeters. You can see that it's got some jimping. I'm not even sure if you call that jimping or if you call that a design, like a grind along the back here. And I'm not exactly sure 100% what the John Sorensen part of this is, because I think it is. He did this, which is the regrind. I also think that he reground the back of the blade, and he gave the entire thing it's like a DLC coating, but you'd use it with like a gas material. Like you don't spray it on. I do believe, oh, you can see there's a little bit of liquid there from the pivot, but I do believe it's like you set this inside like a vacuum chamber or a chamber, and then there's a gas that's released, and it coats itself onto the knife and onto the blade at a really, really thin micron level, and you can see that it's so thin that you can still see the grind lines inside the I'm gonna call it the DLC coating, and I just know it's a specialized DLC coating. All right, let's continue on with this. Now the handle thickness here is 0.59 of an inch, which is 14 millimeters. It is a really big, hand-filling knife, and it's got some weight to it here. This one here happens to be over 7 ounces. It's big. I've seen a fellow out there who has, and this one here is just the stock DSK DBV2 is out there is $750 US. I don't know. I've not seen them in for sale in Canada. So with the customization, I got to say this is well over 1,000 USD because, it is an extremely, extremely nice knife. And I just have such a hard time. I don't want to get this thing all scratched up. And oh man. I just have such a hard time carrying this, and I shouldn't. I carry and I beat the hell out of some knives. This is an expensive knife too. This is a $675 US knife. But yet I have no problems taking that, beating the hell out of that. This one here too, as well in Canada. This is $475 for just the knife, and then you add the $200 for the full scale here, and then you add the bronze packaging here. It's probably another $100. This is a $700 knife as well. When you say it, but I got no problems carrying this whatsoever. If I scratch them, I'm going to keep them. They're my knives. And this one is the same way. It's an object that I possess that I don't think I'll ever let go, because I think it's just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous design all the way around. Now, I didn't know anything about DB knives or DSK knives or the DBV2 at all. I seen this on kind of a local, like a Canadian wife, a Canadian wife swap. Hello, a Canadian knife swap Reddit thread, and I thought, damn it, I have to own that. And I sold a crap load of knives to afford this, and I have not been sorry one bit. Here you can see the Sorensen maker's mark on there, and that just shows you that it's customized by John Sorensen from Rotten Designs. And I gotta say, man, oh man, this thing is just, I love everything about it. It's absurdly thick, it's absurdly heavy, it's absurdly designed with everything. It's so busy. It's got holes, it's got regrinds, it's got spine regrind, it's got jimping here, it's got the crazy clip, it's got the beautiful multi-layered standoffs here in the back. It's just, to me, it's just a beautiful, beautiful object, and I absolutely love it. Whoever sharpened this did a fantastic job. It's damn near mirror polished. If not, I'd say mirror polished, and it is sticky sharp just the way you like it. And they just call this everyday tactical piece. I just don't get it. Maybe if I was maybe a multi-gazillionaire, I'd stick this in my pocket and stab it through car doors and stuff like that. But I just cannot bring myself to it. Let's see here. It is right-handed user only. It is only tip up. Look at that. It is only tip up. The way to go. Now it's got the speed hole here in this thing, but it's also got the thumb hole opening here. But I've not been opening it with the holes. You can use it to Spidey flick if you want, but I'm mostly, if I'm going to open it manually, I'm going to open it here on this on these two thumb studs. And these thumb studs are more of a lock than they are a thumb stud. They basically, they slam into the end here, and I've opened this pretty hard. And this coating must be hella tough because I've had no wear on there whatsoever. And I haven't opened this 15 billion times, but I have opened it quite a bit, and I've opened it quite snappily too as well. It's extremely, extremely smooth. Now, I don't know what's inside there because I haven't taken this apart. I've had no need to it. It's not gotten dirty. And I'm just wondering, I would say that it's probably got, I would say it probably has, I would say it probably has some bearings in there because it is so drop shut smooth and there's no side to side motion whatsoever. There's no lock rock. This thing is solid as hell. And that's the one thing there too as well. Having these thumb studs into the scales, I think that helps with kind of the side to side rigidity too as well. When you're designing a knife that is very tactical, that's going to be doing some stabbing, twisting, and even I dare say some kind of prying motions. Having those two there gives it extra rigidity to go along with what's inside here, this pivot. I'm going to say here too as well, these things here are probably T20. I mean, T20 there. This pivot here is probably a T10. I'm just going to guess at that. They're monstrous. Haven't taken it apart, but I have looked inside there, and there is no, at 7.12 ounces, there's definitely no milling on the inside there to lighten this up. As a matter of fact, there's probably some leads tucked in there, but it doesn't carry like a super, super heavy knife. I mean, I can't remember what this one here is. This one here is around under 6, and this one here is 7. You can tell that this one is a little bit lighter, but this one here is still, I mean, I used to think that anything over 7 ounces was going to be way, way too much, but carried around the house there a little bit. It's been not too bad. I don't know if I'd want to carry it in a pair of shorts or carry these in some sweatpants. I mean, it's definitely, a knife that you put in some jeans if you've got a heavy duty belt on. Now, it is not deep carry by any stretch of the imagination. You can see down in here, this multi-layered clip on there. You're going to see that fully, probably almost a quarter of the knife sticks out when it's in your pocket. And I just wonder what they would do, if you want to hide this. I don't know if you can. You'd probably look at trying to find maybe a mini kind of, I don't know. I think it's just definitely not going to be a deep carry knife. And the other thing it doesn't have, which is one of my absolute favorite things, is it doesn't have a lanyard hole. I mean, I suppose I could probably take a leather tie and tie it around this, but I don't know why I'd want to, because these are just absolutely gorgeous. Those multifaceted standoffs. They're just gorgeous. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I am so happy with this. And you know what? I am not going to put a lanyard on here because, damn it, I'm not going to carry this because this is a safe queen for me. And I know knives are tools and tools are meant to be used. And maybe when I get my old age, I'll end up taking this and kind of beating the hell out of it. But for now, it's going to stay in absolutely 100% pristine condition. This, So, ergonomically, the guy's got some things that are absolutely spot on. I got big double XL hands. Not a lot of this blade is sticking out the back, but I got to say, it really, really fills the hand awesomely. And it's very, very comfortable. So if you did have to use this as a knife, and not just a beautiful object, I don't think you've got anything to worry about whatsoever. I know there was a guy out there who got himself one of these DBV2s, and his was a custom too as well. And he cut through, he was telling me, he cut through about, 2,000 feet of carburetor with his, and he was just roughhousing with it and just treating it like it was a damn work knife. And it came out looking on the other side, smelling like a rose. There was no problems with it whatsoever. So it is a damn good knife, I believe, not just a fantastic looking thing. And I would definitely, if I were you, I would, and you have yourself, I guess, the money, I would definitely put one of these in your collection. They are a 100% recommend. If anything, just to be a beautiful thing that's in your collection. All right. Now, I hope you guys are having fun out there. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. So don't forget to hit the old subscribe and like and share. I know I should have said that a long time ago, but sometimes I forget about that. I get excited on these. I get excited on these knives. So hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful spring. Please stay safe. Keep your stick on the ice. The shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.